Hello, welcome back to class. Today is a very good day. It's an amazing day. So, today we're going to talk about psychology around you. And here is something I want you to think about. Every single day, you are surrounded by psychology in things you watch, things you buy, places you work, people you interact with. And you know what is the most beautiful and amazing thing? Most people do not see it. But after today and after this class, you will start to see psychology everywhere. So, where does psychology show up every day? Psychology shows up in adverts. Every advert you see is built on psychological principles. Okay? Psychological principles about colors, emotional triggers, social proof. Social proof is also a psychological principle, and even scarcity. Scarcity is a psychological principle. And all these things have been built up, all right, intentionally. It's not accidentally. So these people have used the knowledge that psychology has tested and have researched as a means to get your attention, all right. And even in films or movies, directors use psychological techniques to control exactly what you feel in every scene. This includes the music, the camera angle, the pacing. All are designed to produce specific emotional responses. Okay, yes. And even in social media, all right, every platform was designed using behavioral psychology. And this behavioral psychology, what's the purpose of it? The purpose of it is to maximize the time you spend on social media or any social media platform. You see the notification sounds, the infinite scroll, and the variable reward of likes. Those are things that have been designed out of psychological techniques or psychological principles to maximize the time you spend on social media. And we are going to see each or what kind of psychology that have been used in these different examples I've used there as time goes on. When you follow each class, you're going to see each of them. Okay. So, even in your workplaces, psychology shows up. Every team meeting, every performance review, and even leadership decisions runs on psychology, whether you know it or not. And maybe the behavior or whatever it is that people may have displayed or whatever it is people do to get a particular or a particular a particular result or to influence a particular behavior, they they are actually using psychology. It's just that they might not actually know the terms or the words that are used to, you know, explain such behaviors yet. But that's just the truth. So let's move on to the next thing. I would like you to know that, or it is also worth saying, that psychology does not only study extreme behavior, it doesn't study behavior that has, how do I put it? It studies Also, the full range. It studies normal everyday behavior, how we learn, how we remember, how we decide, how we relate, and how we grow. Also, it also studies abnormal behavior, which is anxiety disorders, depression, phobias, personality disorders, and the likes. Okay, so it doesn't only study extreme behavior as we think it to. Not only things that have to do with only mental disorders and all that stuff. All right, and I want you to listen to me attentively when I say this. That psychology does not judge. It does not judge. We're not here to study behavior to come and judge you on it. The only thing psychology seeks is to understand. Okay. Alright, so let's move on to the next thing. Let me give you a specific example. Right? So you see an advert and you buy the product shortly after. Let me show you exactly what happened. The advert used warm red and gold tones. Alright? And this color, research shows that this color, warm red and gold tones, warm red associates itself with agency, and gold tones associate itself with desire. Okay, so this is color psychology that is being used. Also, we see that this advert shows 9 out of 10 people recommending the product. That is social proof at play. And social proof triggers conformity behavior. Every human being has a behavior, I don't know how to put it, has been conditioned to conform. It's natural. You want to belong. You want to be like everyone else. You don't want to be the odd one. Okay. And also, when everybody says something is good, you want to try it out because, why not? Alright, why not? You're going to be curious to try that thing out because others says it's working for them. It's exactly what it is and all that. So that's social proof at play. And then this advice also goes on to say that it is limited time only. So that's the scarcity principle at play, which would immediately increase perceived value. It is human behavior to value a thing that isn't available or is rarely available. And this does not even only apply to things, it applies to humans. That person that is not always there, not like they're not there in a bad way, like they're not present or whatever. That person that is present but they are not always available, they're not always there, you don't see them all the time, you tend to value their time and their attention when it's given to you more than the other person that gives it to you in abundance. So yes, I'm not saying that it works on everybody, but it does work on most people. So this was an example of an advert, and we have seen the psychological principles that has played in each step. So you did not just see an advert, you experienced a carefully designed psychological sequence, and it worked because you bought the product. All right, so once you know this, you start seeing psychology everywhere. And please, I do not say that you should not buy the product or you should not what they call it, um, do things because you feel like somebody is actually controlling your actions, whatever. No, these things are done to at least encourage a particular behavior. And besides, it's all you. Okay, it's all you. If you are on that social media platform, it's because you want to be there. If you want to get something, it's because you want to buy it. You want to buy it, you have an interest in what it, and you want to buy it. All what the other person did was just to make you take action at a particular time, and so on and so forth. So what is our key takeaway for this class? We always have three key takeaways. Okay, so number one is psychology is embedded in advertising, media, design, relationships, and every workplace. That's to say, that's to cover all aspects of life, right? Okay, so number two is it studies both normal everyday behavior, which you whenever you hear, I know some people, whenever you tell them you're a psychologist, they think mental mental disorder. They think you're working with some, I don't know how to put it. But psychology also studies normal behavior, all right? And also the abnormal psychological conditions. So always remember that. It's very important. And number three, once you understand psychology, the invisible forces shaping every environment around you starts becoming visible, and it's beautiful, okay, because now you can sit and watch things happen in sequence. You can spot what's happening right now with this person you're talking with this place you are in, with this movie you're watching. It's just there, all right, and it's beautiful to see it. So in our next episode or our next class, we're going to talk about psychology in the workplace specifically, because a lot of us actually work, right? Most of us actually work. And why every professional needs to understand psychology there. Yeah, all right. So I'll see you in the next class. Bye.